Mistulang bumawi ang mga Democrats sa ikalawang bugso ng US presidential debate kasabay ng unang paghaharap ni dating US President Donald Trump at Vice President Kamala Harris ngayong araw, Setyembre 10, oras doon po sa Amerika. Kung maalala, marami ang hindi kumbensido sa unang bugso ng debate na nangyari sa pagitan ni Trump at US President Joe Biden na siyang kumakatawa naman sa Democrats. Ito rin ang naging dahilan kung bakit marami sa mga miyembro ng partido ang nananawagan noong umatras na si Biden hanggang sa tuluyan na siyang pinalitan ni Harris. Sa pagsisimula naman ng debate sa pagitan ni Trump at Harris, agad na nilapitan ng pangalawang Pangulo ang dating Pangulo ng Amerika at nakipagkamayan. Bagay na hindi naman nangyari noong unang debate sa pagitan ni Trump at Biden. Narito, paunaurin po natin ang naging bahagi nga ng pagtikita ni dating US President Donald Trump at ni Vice President Kamala Harris.
So let's now welcome the candidates to the stage, Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Kamala Harris, let's have a good debate.
Nice to see you. Have fun.
Thank you.
Welcome to you both. It's wonderful to have you. It's an honor to have you both here.
Ang natura namang handshake o kamayan ay patuloy ngayon na umaani daw ng samot-saring reaksyon mula sa mga social media users at ilan nga sa mga ito ay tinawag itong awkward handshake. Sa kabila naman ito ay agad na nagbatuhan ng isyu ang dalawa na magkatunggali sa pagsisimula pa lamang ng debate. Ang Ukraine-Russia war ang nauna ngang naging topic doon sa debate at natanong si Trump ukol sa kanyang pangako na tatapusin niya ito sa loob lamang ng 24 na oras. Nang matanong naman ang dating Pangulo kung paano niya ito gagawin, sinabi niyang kakausapin niya ang kapwa presidente ng Ukraine at Russia. Maglalatag din umano siya ng mga alternatibong paraan para matigil na ito. Nasusuportahan naman anya ng US government. Makakaya umano niya itong gawin dahil kapwa naman rumirespeto sa kanya ang dalawang leader. Hindi anya ito magawa ng kasalukuyang administrasyon dahil hindi nirerespeto si Biden. Narito pa ang karagdagang naging pahayag ni dating US President Donald Trump.
I want the war to stop. I want to save lives that are being uselessly, people being killed by the millions. It's the millions. It's so much worse than the numbers that you're getting, which are fake numbers. Look, we're in for 250 billion or more, because they don't ask Europe, which is a much bigger beneficiary to getting this thing done than we are. They're in for $150 billion less because Biden and you don't have the courage to ask Europe like I did with NATO. They paid billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars when I said, either you pay up or we're not going to protect you anymore. So that's maybe one of the reasons they don't like me as much as they like weak people. But you take a look at what's happening. We're in for 250 to 275 billion. They're into 100 to 150. They should be forced to equalize. With that being said, I want to get the war settled. I know Zelensky very well, and I know Putin very well. I have a good relationship, and they respect your president.
Sagot naman ni Vice President Kamala Harris, kayang-kaya ni Trump na tapusin ang giyera sa pagitan ng dalawang bansa dahil tiyak umanong aabandonahin niya ang pagtulong sa Ukraine oras na siya ang maging presidente. Iginiit din ng ikalawang Pangulo ng Amerika ang Ukraine ang naagrabyado kaya't ito ay tinutulungan ng Estados Unidos laban sa pag-aapi at tuluyang paglusob ng Russia. Ayon pa sa Vice Presidente, hindi ito kayang gawin ni Trump dahil sa ang nais nito ay kaibiganin ang dalawang bansa kahit na inaapi na ng Russia ang katabing mas maliit na bansa. Pabiro din nitong sinabihan si Trump na hindi na si Biden ang kaniyang kalaban kundi siya. Narito naman ang kasagutan ni Vice President Kamala Harris.
It's important to remind the former president you're not running against Joe Biden, you're running against me. I believe the reason that Donald Trump says that this war would be over within 24 hours is because he would just give it up. And that's not who we are as Americans. Let's understand what happened here. I actually met with Zelensky a few days before Russia invaded tried through force to change territorial boundaries, to defy one of the most important international rules and norms, which is the importance of sovereignty and territorial integrity. And I met with President Zelensky. I shared with him American intelligence about how he could defend himself. Days later, I went to NATO's eastern flank, to Poland and Romania. And through the work that I and others did, we brought 50 countries together to support Ukraine in its righteous defense. And because of our support, because of the air defense, the ammunition, the artillery, the javelins, the Abrams tanks that we have provided, Ukraine stands as an independent and free country. If Donald Trump were president, Putin would be sitting in Kyiv right now. And understand what that would mean, because Putin's agenda is not just about Ukraine. Understand why the European allies and our NATO allies are so thankful that you are no longer president.
Bahagi po yan ang pahayag ni US Vice President Kamala Harris hinggil sa usapin ng Ukraine-Russia war. Ilan pa sa mga naging paksa sa debate ay ang polisiya ng bawat isa, ukol naman yan sa immigration at ang pagpayag sa mga migrants, abortion at karapatan ng mga kababaihan, pagpaparami ng trabaho para sa mga American at ang migrant workers, pagtanggal ng mga US soldier sa Afghanistan at iba pa. Muli namang bumalik ang seryoso at mistulang galit na tindig ni Trump sa ikalawang debate, habang kalimitang makikita si Harris na nakangiti sa bawat pagsasalita ni Trump. Hindi rin ito katulad noong unang debate kung saan ilang beses na mistulang nawala si Biden habang sinasagot si Trump. Sa halip naman ay mabilis na sumasagot si Harris sa kahit na anong paksang binubuksan ni Trump. Muli rin namang naungkat ang naunang kontrobersiya na pahayag ni Trump na hindi niya alam na bahagi ng black community si Vice President Harris. Pero giniit ni Trump, wala siyang pakialam kung ano pa ang kulay ng kanyang katunggali. Sa panig naman ni Harris, tinawanan na lamang niya ang naging pahayag ng dating Pangulo. Narito pa ang sagutan sa pagitan ni Trump at Harris.
I don't, and I don't care. I don't care what she is. I don't care. You make a big deal out of something. I couldn't care less. Whatever she wants to be is okay with me.
But those were your words, so I'm asking.
I don't know. I mean, all I can say is I read where she was not black, that she put out, and I'll say that. And then I read that she was black, and that's okay. Either one was okay with me. That's up to her. That's up to her.
Vice President Harris, your thoughts on this?
I think it's, I mean, honestly, I think it's a tragedy that we have someone who wants to be president who has consistently, over the course of his career, attempted to use race to divide the American people. You know, I do believe that the vast majority of us know that we have so much more in common than what separates us, and we don't want this kind of approach that is just constantly trying to divide us, and especially by race. And let's remember how Donald Trump started. He was land, he owned buildings, and he was investigated because he refused to rent property to black families.
Yan lamang po ang ilan sa mga highlights sa kauna-unahang debate sa pagitan ni dating US President Donald Trump at Vice President Kamala Harris. Hinggil pa rin yan sa mga usapin na may kinalaman po dyan sa kinakaharap ngayon ng Amerika at maging doon sa Ukraine at Russia.